Gig log, August 6, 2011. On our way to Buddy and Pals in Winfield, Indiana, which is awesome because that is super close to my house. The band should be there by the time we get there, and it will only take a minute or two to get there. So we're going to try and do a little bit of iPad stuff tonight. Bringing the Studiolive out tonight just to play around with. Gonna eliminate all the front of house stuff that we usually have. We're just gonna have the board and a laptop and in-ear rack, and that's it. I want to bring out the laptop and kind of play around with doing some Studiolive remotely. I'm gonna post another video, or I may have already posted another video of some of that setup and previewing. You know, I messed around with a little bit today, set some stuff up in the garage, just kind of made some noise in the garage. So yeah, August 6, 2011 gig log. Alright, sound check's done. Let's take a look at the setup. Alright, so here's the Studiolive. It's the only thing we're using for front of house. Everything's coming out of here. Got the laptop running with all the EQs and all that good stuff. And then the light board and the in-ear rack. Not the cleanest setup tonight, but it works. My little wireless router for the iPad. The iPad works just fine. Doesn't interfere with any of the ears or anything like that. I don't think we'll even use it tonight, but it's here to test it out. Got my mix tags. Got those all set up. We're running 12 channels. Drums, guitars, bass, and vocals. Stage is the regular old setup that we've seen in every other gig log, so I won't get too far into that. Brian got a new bass drum head, which is kind of cool. The gator case for the Studiolive. Here's BSL. 12 channels. The board's really clean as usual. Went ahead and eliminated the rack, and we're just running. Here's our main output right here, if you can see that. Running TRS, just running out of the left channel. One cool thing that you might want to know, just so you know, is that the main outputs here have a volume control, obviously, just like the mono output, which is really cool. But the main output, even though that the volume control is within this little box, it also controls the main outs here, left and right, TRS. So just a word to the wise that does control both. The other cool thing about this board is that you do get a full 24 channel input, and then you also have a dedicated talkback mic line, so you don't eat up any of those channels. Your talk is located right here by your master fader. You can turn the talk on and off, and then you can assign where that talk goes, whether it's to aux 1 to 2, aux 3 to 6, and aux 7 to 10, or you can assign it right to the main mix. So it almost gives you an extra, if you needed it, it would give you an extra channel, and you've got your trim knob for your talkback right there. Pretty simple setup, and it's kind of the way I like doing it, because the easier the better, right? So we'll see what the night brings. All right, first set down. Couldn't be happier. Everything sounds great. I can't push the kick too hard because I'm so darn close. That's all I'm hearing. Bar's real happy with volume levels, so we're good to go for the night. I'm real happy about that. Guitars are so much cleaner with this board compared to the Allen and Heath, only because we've got the graphic that we can just grab and pull and play and dial it in real easy without, you know, trying to adjust tiny little knobs. The only thing that I can say so far is I have to get a board light. I just can't see anything. I've been looking for LED board lights, and I just don't want to spend the 65 or 75 bucks for a freaking light. So I think I'm going to break down and either get just a regular old halogen bulb, or actually thinking about maybe getting an LED USB light and hooking it up to the laptop and using that as my board light. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Good news for everybody that has said that your wireless router is going to interfere with any sort of wireless electronics on the stage. Absolutely no problems. It has been clean and has worked flawlessly. So for a little $25 router, works great. So maybe we'll get some teardown footage. If not, this might be the end of the gig log because I'm just having a good time and it's done. Well, next gig log is going to be a little bit more involved. We're going to do some setup, we're going to do some teardown. And we're starting from scratch from a band I've never worked with on equipment that I've spent maybe an hour in the garage kind of playing around with and just running an iPod through it. So we'll see how the next gig log goes. Later.